What is up, guys? It is your boy Tor Crunch, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the three manga characters I was able to get. That's Shunsui, Byakuya, and Shunsui, and we're gonna go up against some PvP matches. I'm showing you right there the builds I've got. So for Shunsui, I do have attack as much as I can get, Chappie with 30, Pupples with 30, and then I believe a headband with 30, and then we also have two NAD links and then a damage reduction from Grimmjow. And if you notice, they're all three links are mined, and that's because we have full link slots upgraded for Shunsui, so he also gets some nice stat upgrades through that, so that's nice. Byakuya, we have a as much stamina as we can get with a little bit of SP and a little bit of attack, and of course we have all damage reduction. And Shunsui, same thing, just a little bit more SP. And right here, right off the bat, man, I cannot believe it. Just the destruction Shunsui just caused right off the bat. He takes care of Baragon within seconds, moves on to Xyloporo to help out Byakuya and takes him out within seconds. So perfect example of how strong Shunsui can be if he uses his normal attack and doesn't focus on strong attacks, because that has been a little bit of a problem, not too much, but like he will use his strong attacks, and when that happens, you know, since he is a mind character, and let's say he gets hit by a heart character like a Gen, for example, yeah, it can be quite difficult. Only thing I could really do to counter that, or try to counter that, would be to maybe just upgrade or just change up the soul traits or the characters I have linked into him. But I don't have any mind damage reductions other than Grimmjow. Of course, if I were to be able to get the mind Jushiro, that would be a perfect character to have just for a character link for Shunsui, and that's something I am looking forward to hopefully getting in the future. But I mean, it's not too much of an issue. As you see, we've won the first two. But of course, all right, this one is a match that we have an issue with, or a problem with. So right off the bat, Noitora and Shunsui are going off, and Shunsui ends up winning, but Shunsui dies, and then both Shunsui and Byakuya get paralyzed. So it was, we lost this one. We lost this one, but the only reason we really lost this one, I would say, is just because of the, you know, them getting paralyzed. It was just a perfect situation for the team, for the opposing team. But of course, we move on, and we're gonna keep on trying and go up against even more difficult enemies. So one thing I did try to focus on this PvP run is just going up against the best of the best, so you guys get an idea of who we're going to, like, just how they can do against the better characters. So here it's Tsukishima, Fullbring, and Noitora, so a pretty good team, man. Tsukishima is one that just really annoys me. He survives and then he heals, but as you see here for yourself, that is not the case with Shunsui. Shunsui literally takes out anyone. It doesn't matter the attribute, it doesn't matter who he's going up against, the like whether he has the killer effect or not, he will kill them. It's so, yeah, he no one really has a chance, not even Tsukishima, even though he'll heal himself. And here we're going up against Grimmjow. This one, of course, a problem, an issue, another little bump in the road. But yeah, the only reason is because, boom, right there. Yep, Shunsui got taken out right away by Gen. Like I said, man, there's only a couple of characters that can really do any kind of damage to Shunsui, or just cause an issue, or, you know, be a problem to him. And one of those is Gen, and that one, of course, it only really happened, or we only really had that result because Gen used this third strong attack right away. And of course, since this is full screen, it manages to hit every single one of them. But we move on, and we take 2 losses so far out of, I think, 5 runs, which is not the greatest. Or is that 4 runs? No, I think that was 5 runs. So we lose 2, win 3. But you know, it's okay. Like I said, we move on, and then you see here we take care of all the espadas with Shunsui. Shunsui is just, I can't stress it enough. I keep talking about him, but I just really do like the fact that he can take out anyone. But you know, let's go ahead and move on and talk a little bit about Shunsui. So Shunsui surprisingly was the one that I didn't notice too much when it came to these runs. I feel like he kind of, I don't know, he was just lost in the shadows behind Byakuya and Sajin. And I know that's kind of weird to say because everyone overlooks Byakuya, but surprisingly, he's a good character in PvP. And I believe the reason that's the case is because he has super high defense, so he's able to survive longer, and you know, he could take more damage. For example, here he took out Fullbring and Ukiura by himself. Of course, they were all almost dead, but he did come in clutch there. He could have died himself, but he was able to survive. Shunsui though, like I said, he kind of doesn't do much unless the only way he kind of does come in and does something is if he ends up using his third strong attack. You know, of course, because it's a full screen and he's got frenzy and all that. Of course, that does help out, but yeah, I don't notice him being too much of a threat to the enemy. But right here, Sajin taken out by Fullbring, and then he goes and kills Genryusai, and then he goes and finishes off Grimmjow. So yeah, Byakuya and Sajin, I believe, were the better ones out of the two, and I like I said, I was a little surprised by Byakuya. And yeah, I mean, overall, the team is good. I'd like to get my hands on, of course, Toshiro. That'd be nice. I'd probably switch out Shunsui for Toshiro just to test him out. I think that would be a good option just because Toshiro has freezing through everything. And of course, he does have recharge time, which doesn't really help out much, but it's okay. I think he would be a pretty good option here. As you see, it's Byakuya versus second anniversary Ichigo and Ukiura, but of course he comes in clutch, gets the special. Of course, the Soul Bomber is right next to me, which was very helpful. But I'm telling you, man, he came in clutch a couple of times, which is awesome, man. I'm happy that he's actually good in PvP. He's obviously good in PvE, and he's not a bad option, but yeah, I mean, you've been seeing through the gameplay. He's been able to survive a good amount of times. He's been able to come in clutch a couple of times, whether it's using his strong attacks or you know, just taking care of the enemy, or you know, using his special, which does hit surprisingly very hard. But yeah, we're coming to the end of the last couple of runs, and this one right here is an awesome run. You guys will see it, but yeah, I just want to go ahead and kind of like do an overlook or just talk about what I think about each one of them. And I really do think Byakuya is an awesome PvP character. Of course, add as much stamina with as much damage reduction as you can get on him. And the nice thing about it is that you can also, if you wanted to, you could use Koga as a damage reduction link. And if you max out his soul links, he would get nice stats upgraded just because he's also a hybrid. It'd just be like a perfect character to link him with. But yeah, I think the best thing to do, stamina, damage reduction. Sajin, I would really just, of course, if you could get damage reduction, like I said, that would be awesome. Build up his normal attack as much as you can, just because as you've seen through these matches, if he manages to get in anywhere close to the enemies, he will kill them all. And it doesn't matter what attribute, what kind of like what's his, if the killer effect is even active, it doesn't matter. He will take care of the enemies more often than not. And with Shunsui, I think what I did, the build I tried out on him was probably the best you could do, where you just add as much stamina and SP, and then of course damage reduction. And it wasn't a horrible build. I don't know, I just felt like maybe I just overlooked him, but I just feel like he was maybe the least hyped character out of these runs. I feel like the other two did a little bit better. But yeah, that is it. I hope you did enjoy. Let me know if you'd like me to test any of these other characters in different kind of PvE situations, or maybe like test out some more PvP. Let me know what you guys think. I could definitely do that for you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll go ahead and just leave you guys to watch the last battle, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.